Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about X and Y intercepts and how to use them to graph a line, which is really great. Let's start with the Y intercept. So to find the Y, okay, so the first thing we need to know is what is an intercept? An intercept is the point, well, in this specifically, the Y intercept is the point on a graph where it crosses for the y-intercept, it's the y-axis. Okay, and then you can almost guess for the x-intercept over here, it's the point on a graph where it crosses the x-axis. So if I can find these 2 points, let's say all right, so here's my x-axis, here's my y-axis. If I can find the point where it crosses the y over here, right? Like, let's say it's up here, if that's the point here, and I can find on that same graph where it crosses the x-axis, so this would be my x-intercept, right, and my y-intercept, then all I have to do is use a line to connect the two, like this, and I have 2 points. That's all I need to connect and make a line, and that would tell me where all the solutions to that equation are. So I've drawn a picture of all the solutions. So if I can just find these 2 points, then it's easy to graph the line. All right, so that's what we're looking, that's the whole reason behind these. So to find the y-intercept, if I think about the y-axis, so for the y-intercept, here's the y-axis. This is where all of the points where x is always equal to 0. X is always equal to 0 along the y-axis. So to find the point on there, you always let x equals 0. So to find the y-intercept, x has to be 0. You substitute that into the x, because if x is 0. So in this case, I would have 2 times 0 plus y equals 4. Well, that's just 0. So just the y-intercept here is 4. Okay, so that's the y-intercept that goes with this. I had a teacher once tell me it's the cover-up method. She used to call it that. So if x equals 0, you can kind of just cover this up, and what you're left with is a little equation to solve like that, if x equals 0. So, but you have to remember, for the y-intercept, x is 0, right? So if I'm looking at this equation right here, the y-intercept is when x equals 0. Well, that's when 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 6. It's that cover-up method, because that makes 0. You cover that up. And now all I have to do is solve the equation that's right here by dividing by -2. And the y-intercept is -3. Okay, so that's how you find the y-intercept. You just set your x equal to 0, solve for y. So let x equal 0, then solve for y. That's what we do. All right. It's just kind of a vice versa situation for the x-intercept. If you look at the x-axis, because that's where let's change it to a different color. This is where the x-intercept lives. It's on the x-axis. Well, that's always where y equals 0. Along here is y equals 0. So if we want to find the x-intercept, you always let y equal 0. All right, so if I'm going to find the x-intercept for the same graph that we had over here, which is hard to see because I covered it up, but it's the same equation. The x-intercept is when y equals 0, so we've got 2x plus 0 equals 4. You cover that up, and we end up with 2x equals 4 When you divide by 2 on both sides, the x-intercept is 2. Okay? Same idea. So if the x-intercept is when y equals 0, I'm going to substitute in for y, and I get 3x minus 2 times 0 equals, not 0, it equals 6 in this problem. Equals 6. Cover up the whatever's times 2, or times 0, because that makes 0. I get 3x equals 6. When we divide by 3, I get the x-intercept is 2. So I could graph these two lines just with these bits of information right here. All right, so let's turn to the next page and see if we can do that here. For this first equation up here, x plus y equals 3. If I want the x-intercept, remember if we want the x-intercept, y has to equal 0. So I'll put 0 there. If I want the y-intercept, x has to equal 0. Okay, so let's start with the x-intercept. The x-intercept, y is 0. That means that x plus y, or x plus 0, equals 3. So x has to equal 3. So my x-intercept is 3. I'll put a point there at 3. That's where 3 is. And then we do the same thing for the y-intercept. So when x is 0, so that's 0 plus y. We're going to put it right in there for x. Equals 3. So y equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a point, and then you just connect them. And that is the line for x plus y equals 3. All right, so these are set up easily when our equations are what we call in standard form. So you have your x's and y's on the same side and a constant after the equal sign. All right, so to find the x-intercept, to find the x-intercept, remember we need y to equal 0. So I'm going to put 0 there. And if y equals 0, we get x minus 0, because it's going to go in right there, equals 4. So x has to equal 4, right? You just cover up the 0 part. So x has to equal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And then for the y-intercept, x needs to be 0. So that means it's going to be 0 minus y equals 4, because we're going to put 0 in for that x. We cover this up, but not the negative sign. So this is actually y equals negative 4, because I have to divide both sides by negative 1. So y is negative 4. That's your y-intercept. And then we connect them. And that is our line for x minus y equals 4. All right, so you guys try this bottom one, see how you do. All right, let's double check. If the x, that slid all over the place. All right, if I want to find the x-intercept, remember y has to equal 0. So that means I'm going to have x minus 0 equals negative 2. This is going to be a 0. All right. And so I get x equals negative 2, because you just cross out the 0. So x is at negative 2, which is right here. The y-intercept is when x equals 0. So when I put that in, I get 0 minus y equals negative 2, right? Because 0 goes in place of x. Just kind of cross out where the 0 is at. I do have to divide by negative 1, and I get y equals a positive 2. So I go up here, and then I can, there we go. Oh, it's not the super straightest line, but that's the line for x minus y equals negative 2. Okay? Same thing happens for these ones over here. So for the x-intercept, y equals 0. So that means we're going to have 3x plus 0 equals 3, because that's where the 0 needs to go, is where the y is. You cover that up, and you get 3x equals 3. So if I divide both sides by 3, I get x equals 1. So this is 1, 0. So the x is at 1. That's right here. And then to get the y-intercept, x has to equal 0. So that means it's 3 times 0 plus y equals 3. Well, the whole 0 term goes away because it's 0. And y just equals 3. So I go up to 3 on the y, and that's our line for 3x plus y equals 3. All right, so you guys try it with this next one. Pause the video and see what you get. All right, so remember, x-intercept, let's see how you did, is y equals 0. So y equals 0. So now I'm going to put in where y is. I'm going to put in 0. So this is going to be 2x minus 5 times 0 equals 10. Well, the whole 0 term goes away, and I'm left with 2x equals 10. So x equals 5. So I'm going to go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is at the very end here. And then for the y-intercept, that's when x equals 0. So I'm going to have 2 times 0 minus 5y equals 10. Cross out the 0 terms because they just go away. Negative 5y equals 10. So y has to be negative 2. So I go down to 2 here. And then I will connect these as best as possible right there. That's my line. 2x minus 5y equals 10. All right, try it one more time with 4x minus 2y equals negative 8. All right, let's see how you did. So if I want the x-intercept, y has to equal 0. So I'm going to get 4x minus 2 times 0 equals negative 8. The 0 term cancels out, so I get 4x equals negative 8. So x has to be negative 2. All right. For the y-intercept, x has to equal 0. So this is going to be 4 times 0 minus 2y equals negative 8. Get rid of the 0 term. Negative 2y equals negative 8, so y has to equal positive 4. So x is negative 2, and y is a positive 1, 2, 3, 4. So not all equations are going to be this easy to graph because sometimes they don't divide nice. But if they're written in what we call standard form, which is ax plus by equals c, I might try to do an intercept first, see if I can graph the intercepts, and try graphing a line that way first. All right, so that's a quick review of your intercepts and how to graph lines using intercepts. Hope that helps. Talk to you later.